everyone, it's Keira and welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video, which is a return of one of my favourite series, which I have honestly not done for about half a year now, and it is F1's future stars from each country. I have done 2 parts of this so far, so if you do want to go and check them out, I will put them up here. But yeah, this is a return of the series. This is well overdue, so all I can do is apologise. If you are new and you've not seen this before, basically I will be picking a driver from each country and I will be explaining to you why I believe that they are a future world champion. So that is what we're going to be doing today. I've picked out 5 drivers who you should be watching out for in the future. Before I get into the video, if you do enjoy it, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe to my channel down below. But I think we should just get into the first driver. Okay, so first off, we are heading over to Barbados and we are saying hello to Zayn Maloney. Zayn Maloney is currently in FRECA, which is the Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine. Yes, very long name, but it's an amazing championship. He is 17 years old and racing for is it Race GP or Ace GP? I don't even know what you call them. And wow, Zayn Maloney is impressive. Let me tell you this. He is just a guy that if you think about FRECA this year, he's one of the first names you'll say, like instantly. Now in karting he didn't actually win a championship, however he came over to British F4 in 2019, so it wasn't even that long ago, and he smashed that championship out of the park. He was 20 points clear over Sebastian Alvarez and then was able to promote himself into Formula Euro Open 2020. He raced with Carlin for both of these championships and he actually came 8th from this championship, which wasn't too bad, but he only had 2 podiums this year compared to his 15 he had in the first year of F4. But overall I think it's quite impressive. He is only a rookie and he was only very young at the time, so I think overall that was quite impressive, and that warranted him to move up to Formula Regional for 2021 that we are at now. And honestly, he is just doing so well. So far he's had 1 win and 5 podiums, and I can really see him up there challenging for this championship. It's not unfortunate, but Gregory Saucy is really far ahead this year, to be honest with you. Greg is doing really well, but Zayn is still up there, and I just think we should sit here and think, you know, we've actually got a driver here racing under the Barbados flag. Like, he's from Barbados, and personally for me, I've never heard of or seen a racing driver from Barbados before, so I think it's really great representation, and to actually see he's doing really well is really good to see. So I thought I'd throw that name out for you in Zayn Maloney, and if you are watching Formula Regional or if you want to get into it, now is the chance, because he is probably going to be stepping up hopefully to FIA F3 next year. So if that's something you watch, then keep an eye out for him. Okay, so next we're heading over to France because we're going to be talking about Clement Novalak. He is 20 years old and he is currently driving for Trident in FIA F3. He came out to single seaters in 2018, but his career really kick-started in 2019 when he won the BRDC Formula 3 Championship, which is actually today, literally 5 minutes ago, has been renamed as GB3 Championship. But he has won BRDC F3, which, if you know, it's what is the top tier of single seaters within the British motorsport. So it's a really great championship to win. He won that, and that then warranted his move up to FIA F3 with Carlin for 2020. And this is where he was just so impressive to me, because Carlin had a very slow car last year. Like, it wasn't a points finishing car, it was at the back with like the Camposes, the Gensers, you know, it was really at the back, and his teammates in Inam Ahmed and Cameron Das just weren't able to get their car anywhere. But Clement Novalak was just able to get that car places that I just did not expect him to be able to get it to, and he was really impressive. And that obviously showed because he was in the points 7 times and had 2 podiums that year, and compared to his teammates that literally had 0 points, it's so incredible. He then had links to Trident. I think he had links to Trident, I don't know if he had them before, but he definitely had links to Trident at the end of 2020 and done some F2 testing. So there was a lot of rumours there as to whether he would make the step up to F2, but he eventually didn't and stepped to Trident's team in FIA F3, which is a great move, can I just add, because Trident is a top team now in FIA F3. So I am really pleased that he's made that move, and he's currently doing so well this year. He's really proven his worth. He's right up there. I mean, all of the Tridents are up there. Sometimes David Schumacher dips a little bit, but he is really up there fighting for this championship. And I think a big thing for him is consistency, because he's 7th in the championship, but he's actually only had 1 podium. He has just been so impressive with his point scoring. I think there's been 2 races where he's not been in the points because of the fact that he has had to retire because someone has hit him out. Like, every accident he's had has been not his fault. So imagine if he didn't have those retirements, where he would be in this championship. I think he's been so consistent. He's doing so well, and I could definitely see a move up to FIA F2 with Trident next year for him. or even a better team, because he really deserves it. So he's definitely a name that you need to look out for. So next we are heading over to Russia, and we have Irina Sidorkova. She is probably the least experienced driver in the ones I'm going to be talking about today, but she is honestly so impressive. Like, I can't describe to how impressive she is. She is currently racing in W Series in 2021, and she is under the W Series Academy team. And my God, this girl's future is so bright. So she had a really successful karting career in Russia, which moved her to SMP Championship, and also done Spanish F4 at the same time. She done that in 2018 and 2019. She scored some really good points and podiums, and actually came 6th overall for the SMP Championship in 2019. So really good from the young driver. As I said, a female in the series and pushing herself up really, really high. In 2020, she done the Russian Touring Lights Championship. I don't know whether she was actually meant to do W Series last year or not, but obviously it was cancelled. So that's what she done in her time, and she scored in every single race, and she came 9th overall, the highest placed female in that series. But other than that, she really does not have much racing experience, so stepping up to the single-seater platter in W Series when she is only 17 years old is so impressive. She was openly saying, you know, I've not had to deal with this single-seater life before, I've not had to deal with the braking of this, I've not had to deal with the circuits like this, and she's done such an amazing job. As I said, she is one of the younger ones. She is part of the development program for W Series, so they are going to keep her on and they're going to nurture her, and I think that's really crucial because she is a talent. Like, she's really, really fast. She's not had to deal with like qualifying situations before. Like, it's so new to her, but she's had to step up on such a big platform, and she's delivered. She is currently 7th in the championship with a very impressive 4th place last time out in Hungary. There are 4 races left of the W Series calendar. It feels like it's gone so quickly, but every race she is just improving and improving, and I can really see her stepping up at the end of this year. I feel like she's going to run out of time a little bit this year, and I feel like she probably would have liked a little bit more time in that car, because I just feel like W Series goes so quickly. But next year, I think she's going to really step up, and I think she's going to be a championship contender next year for W Series. So she's definitely one you need to watch out for. As I said, she's 18 years old. She's so young. She's got so much left in her, and I can see her doing very well in W Series in the future. Okay, so next we are going to Japan, and we are talking about Ayumu Uwasa, who is only 19 years old, and he is racing in FIA F3 this year with High Tech. Now, he started his single-seater career in 2017, but he only done a couple of races in Japanese F4 and also the Asian Formula Renault Euro Cup. And in 2017 and 2018, he only done a couple of races each championship each year. So I'm not really sure what happened there, but maybe he was just getting like put in and put out. I know they put a lot of people in and out in those championships, and maybe that's what happened. So he didn't have too much experience, but nevertheless, he moved over to Europe in 2020 and competed with FFSA Academy in French F4. And my God, did this guy deliver, okay? He absolutely dominated with 25 podiums and 9 wins. He smashed the championship out of the park and beat his countryman Ren Sato by 81 points. And I think this is where his name really came to play. Red Bull picked him up, Honda picked him up. He was a junior that needed to have some backing. I don't think anyone could have looked at and ignored what he had done that year, and the domination was just on another level. So I don't see why somebody wouldn't pick him up, and that's exactly what Red Bull done. They saw his potential and they picked him up at the end of last year and have moved him over to FIA F3 this year, which is the perfect move up for him, and he's just been impressing so much. I think the first couple of races I didn't really see what he was doing. I would like to have seen him come up a little bit more, and then I think like the second or third round, like, he came up and he'd done exactly what I thought he was going to do. Very impressive driver, very level-headed, and got a win last time out in Hungary. And he's now coming into play, and he's really showing what he's worth. And the championship is really hard in F3 this year. It's very difficult, especially if you come off the back foot on Friday. It's so difficult to recover, but I think he's just done a really good job, you know, solidly scoring points, getting that win, and he's really impressing me. He's currently 11th in the championship, and I can see him going up even higher. He's with High Tech this year and Red Bull. I think Red Bull and High Tech have got a really good relationship going on in the last couple of years to kind of hold the juniors, so he may stay with them for the next year and maybe try and win that championship next year. This year he is way too far abreast, because that's about the next person we'll be talking about, but I think that he has got a very good future ahead of him, especially with that Red Bull backing. And the final person we're going to be talking about today is somebody that you've probably all heard about, and it's somebody that I don't think I could do this without, and that is Dennis Hauger, who is from Norway, and he is currently racing in FIA F3 and really dominating. I actually still can't believe he is 18 right now. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's absolutely crazy what he's doing. But anyway, let's go back to the start of his single-seater career. He was instantly impressive with 3 karting championships and then stepped up to single-seaters in 2018, where he done British F4 and came an impressive 4th place. For 2019, he'd done the Italian F4 and ADAC F4 championship, which are commonly duelled together. I think a lot of people tend to do them together. And in ADAC, he came 2nd to Teo Pourchaire, which we probably do remember him winning that. And he won the Italian F4 championship, which is a really big one to win. I think out of the F4 championships, that is the one you're going to want to win the most. He won from Jean-Luc Petikov by 136 points. 136 points. My camera isn't even focusing. That's how much it's like shocked me. 136 points, absolutely incredible, and that warranted him moving up to FIA F3 for 2020. He then got his backing from Red Bull. Now, he's not actually a Red Bull junior, he's Red Bull backed. He says he's a junior, and Red Bull says he's a junior, but he's technically backed. I don't really know what's going on there, but he's not like a full junior. But he stepped up with high tech last year with FIA F3, and honestly, wasn't the best. I'll be the first person to put my hands up and say I wasn't too impressed with him last year. I felt like there was more to give, especially after seeing what he'd done in Italian F4 and ADAC F4. He didn't quite get up to speed last year, but this year, complete other story. And if you've seen my predictions for F3 this year, don't watch them, because I said he wouldn't be impressive and I am so wrong. He's currently 63 points ahead of P2, which is Jack Doohan, and has been in the points in every single race apart from one of them. His dominance is just on another level this year, and I'm just not used to seeing that in FIA F3. So for him to just have came in and be like, look, this is my championship. Like, he's got one hand on the championship right now. He's got one hand on the trophy. I don't see anybody overtaking him right now. The moves he's making are really good as well. Like, I like to look at drivers' performances a lot, and I like to see how their driving styles are on track. And he's not afraid to send a move, but they're always so clean. Like, he never does anything. He never barges anybody. He just sends it where he needs to. And I'm really impressed with that. And that's not something I picked up on last year. But he's somebody that was really impressive with the moves he's making, and he's 100% going to move up to F2 next year. Not a chance he's not going to. And then where he could go from there with that Red Bull backing, I think AlphaTauri drivers need to watch out, because he is on a mission. There we have it. That is it for today's video, and that is part 3 of F1 future stars from each country. I done Norway, I done Japan, I done Russia, I done France, and I done Barbados. I would love to do a part 4 of this, because I've already got some drivers lined up. Let me know if you want me to collab with anybody, or whether I should just bring Tinas back, because I love doing this with Tinas last time. But yeah, let me know what you think about these drivers in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye.